Welcome back into the Sports Source, the segment of our program brought to you by Safety Systems. When it comes to security systems, be smart, go local. Safety Systems can do everything the national companies do. They just do it better with local installation, local maintenance, and emergency and after-hour service, and better pricing. Yeah, what else could you want? Safety Systems, I trust them. You'll see that sign in front of my home. Been very happy with them for many years. Call VFL JJ Surlis. Ask him what Safety Systems can do for your home or for your business. It's a lot. It's a long list. Be prepared for a long call. All right. Want to welcome in the next two members of our panel right here, VFL Sterling Hinton, VFL Daniel Hood. Thank you guys for being here. Alabama lost yesterday, so they're out of the playoff picture. If Georgia upsets LSU, you think you'd get two SEC teams in the Final Four. You would think. My question, and the reason we're asking is, if the SEC gets two teams in the playoff, then they're probably a good chance they'll get four teams in the Big Six bowls. That happens, Tennessee moves up in the SEC's bowl selection process, gets a little better bowl, you would think. So my question, anybody see Georgia beating LSU?
No.
Requirement to beat LSU is to score points, so no.
And now they're going to give up one of their better wide receivers after getting to the fight yesterday.
Cager and Pickens. No.
So,
Fromm has not played that well the last 4 weeks.
Missing Jim Chaney.
Yeah, I think so.
And Justin Fields, on the other hand, has looked pretty good. And, I think Georgia fans aren't upset about that.
You know, I did see a stat yesterday, though, that the past 4 or 5 teams that they played are also the highest in 3-and-out percentages. So you could say that the reason their offense isn't playing as well is they're playing against some really good defenses.
Although Alabama didn't seem to have as much problem with Auburn as Georgia. But anyway, yes, it may be. You never know. Anything could happen in a game. But more than likely, we don't see 4 SEC teams in the Big Six bowls, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Then let's take a look at who is eligible across the SEC. There they are. LSU, and this is by record, as you can see if you have eyes. LSU 12-0. You also see I put their 2018 bowl spot just so you'll know. Okay, for example, Texas A&M went to the Gator last year. So in terms of Tennessee getting to the Gator, you don't have to worry about Texas A&M. They went last year. All right, so LSU 12-0, Georgia 11-1, Alabama, Florida. All those teams are going to be ahead of Tennessee in the pecking order. You got to think Auburn would be ahead of Tennessee in the pecking order. You get into that pool of 6, Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas A&M, Mississippi State. Guys, I think Tennessee's probably the one that everybody's going to want out of that.
Yeah.
Which means what? Where are you thinking they're going to wind up? Which game?
It's looking pretty Gatory to me.
Yeah.
I think the good thing for Tennessee, if they can get bumped up, is there's no negatives for Tennessee. They haven't been to some of these bowls in a long time. You have so much momentum. You have a fan base that's pretty hungry, very attractive to every bowl. So if Tennessee does catch a break and get bumped up to the Outback, I wouldn't be shocked. Those things are always a little bit shaky, the bowl selection process, but it's looking pretty Gator-ish.
You agree with Gator?
I agree with Gator. I mean, after what we did down there a few years ago when Coach Jones took the team down there, the way we travel as a team, as a fan base, I mean, a lot of these bowls need people in the stands, and we can do that.
Daniel, you think Gator?
Yeah, I think you're definitely going down to Florida. Gator's probably your most likely chance for that one. I am kind of biased to the Music City Bowl just because of the bad taste that I had from that game. So it's like I want to go down there. Yeah, so I want to go down there again and see that one. And I love that city.
You were in the win not win game.
Yeah,
in South Carolina.
2 of those that year.
The only way you get to the Outback more than likely is if Georgia beats LSU. I mean, that's the only way I could see it happening, because then you'd get Alabama and Florida maybe into those Big Six bowls. That would take Auburn to the Capital One. As I see it, probably going to get LSU in the playoff, Georgia and Alabama to the Orange Bowl maybe, or Georgia to the Orange Bowl, Alabama to the Sugar Bowl. Florida drops to the Citrus. Tell me if you disagree.
No, go ahead.
Florida to the Citrus, Auburn to the Outback, Tennessee to the Gators. My guess.
For so much of the season, it looked like 4 teams was in the New Year's Six was going to happen.
Yeah.
They don't. And not only does Alabama lose, but Auburn gets that win, so you probably bump them up probably to the Outback. So that's sort of where Tennessee was maybe angling for that Outback, and then that Alabama-Auburn game kind of bumps them down.
Yeah, I think that's right. And I know a Gator Bowl official is already on record as saying they would love to have Tennessee. Tennessee had at least 40,000 there in Jacksonville a few years ago.
Wow.
One thing the SEC does in trying to maneuver this, as I was told last night by a bowl official, Greg Sankey in the SEC office will look and say, let's just say the opponent's Iowa. we think Tennessee's got a better chance to beat Iowa than A&M, so we're going to put Tennessee against Iowa. They're really
Interesting.
wanting to get matchups that favor the SEC and doing that. Having said all that, I think Tennessee's going to Gator Bowl.
And having heard all that, I don't want to see Iowa again. That's boring. I would much rather see, it may be a tougher game, but if Minnesota fell, if Michigan fell, that would be a lot more enticing than Iowa again, I would think.
I'm sorry I brought up Iowa.
Just a point out for Jimmy. All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about UT's comeback kids and should they come back again. We'll discuss that next. Come on back.